Hey, today I'll be interviewing Muhammad Herb. He's a business owner inside my city. Today's interview was really insightful, so I strongly encourage you to watch the whole thing through. But if not, timestamps will be posted on the screen so you can skip around. Thank you for watching. Who am I with today?
My name is Muhammad Herb.
Muhammad Herb.
H-E-R-B, like the herb that come from the ground, not herb. Herb.
Herb.
Yeah,
Okay.
most people say herb, but it's herb.
So it's like a plant that represents growth.
Exactly. And
Okay.
Muhammad, my name is Muhammad, not like the Prophet Muhammad. I'm M-O-H-O. Prophet was M-U. So I'm not trying to be like Prophet Muhammad. I'm Muhammad Herb.
Muhammad Herb. And how old are you, Muhammad Herb?
84 as a day, and I feel like 24.
He moved like it too. All right. So, I thank you for your time. I thank you for allowing me to do this interview with you today. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really insightful. I have 7 questions for you. I might not get through them all, but I'm gonna start with the first one. All right.
All right.
Who are you and what keeps you motivated?
I am Muhammad Herb. I was born April 3rd, 1941, and what keeps me motivated is black people.
Black people?
Black people, trying to get black people to understand how our minds work so we can get out of this hole we in.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
What inspired you to start your own business and what motivates you to keep it going? Is it black people?
No, it's not exactly black people. What inspired me to start a business was a product and a service. That's what inspired me, not because I'm black, but because I had something to offer that I thought, buying and selling, being an example for a community. I thought that was more important to me.
Okay. Being an example for the community.
Exactly.
So, how do you believe that you have contributed to the community as being an example? My dad told me that your business has been running since he was a teenager.
Yeah, since 1984. What has inspired me is that a lot of kids that come in here, sit down and talk with me, like I can name 4 that's millionaires. Mm-hmm. Because if they sit out here, instead of them playing out there like other kids were playing, they come in and pick my brain. Herb, how you do this? Herb, how you start that? So they got business orientated by just coming in the store, talking to me. Like you got to sign up to say I'm a teaching store. Kids come in, I talk about business. I don't talk about football, basketball, baseball. I talk about how we can make millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Do you think that type of interest in how to make long-term money is lacking in the black community?
Absolutely. Short term too.
Yeah. Short term money.
Short term is a problem too in the black community.
Right.
Not only long term, but some kids. If I think if parents spend a little more time with their kids talking about business, even if it ain't a black business, talk about a white business, how they get started, how they do this and how they do that. Wouldn't that be better than sitting up talking about how many points Michael Jordan hit and all that bull?
Do you think the black community puts too much emphasis on sports?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The reason why, you got to look also at the reason why. Why do they put more emphasis on sports? Because that's the only way that they see right now. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? They see their son being a professional football player, can buy them a house because they can make millions of dollars. Otherwise, they ain't going to be able to make that working a 9 to 5. Right. So, yeah. So everybody say, boy, learn how to play football. Learn how to play basketball. Why they don't say learn how to play golf?
Learn how to play golf. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see you got a chessboard here, and so I'm guessing when you said learn how to play golf, you're talking about like intellectual sports.
Exactly. Sports that has a lot to do with the mental capacity.
And patience and everything.
Okay,
so how could, outside of sports, how could that be taught to a child in the black community?
By having little meetings like this, self-motivational classes, like one day out of the week, you bring your kids in here, let me talk to them. Yeah. Let me put some positive stuff into the subconscious mind. Let me plant some seeds.
Planting seeds.
Yeah, seeds of thoughts.
Seeds of thought, and that's very important.
Exactly.
Okay. So when you plant a seed, how are you supposed to nourish that seed that it can grow?
Okay, say you plant a seed. Say I plant a seed, a money seed. Right? I plant a money seed in a kid's mind, right? I said, boy, you're going to be rich. Okay, I got to have little classes for them to see other people rich. even his age.
Mhm.
Like if a kid coming here 10 years old, black kid, I can show him a white 10-year-old kid that daddy rich. Okay, study how that little boy do. How do you do in school? What do you do? What do you say? They gonna give you an example of what to look for.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, we have to practice the same thing to get our minds correctly, get our subconscious mind conceiving this so that it can achieve this.
Yeah.
Once you understand the conscious and the subconscious, then you got a good chance.
Conscious
You
and the
gotta plant the seed in the subconscious mind for it to grow. Conscious wise, people talk about getting rich all the time. They don't make a lot of money. Blah blah blah. But until that seed get planted into the subconscious mind that's gonna give you the direct way, ain't nothing gonna come up.
Seed planted in the, you said
Subconscious.
In the subconscious?
Yeah, conscious wise we talking now.
Yeah.
But subconscious, once it get into the subconscious, it'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's just okay, when you say subconscious, that's just that natural drive.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's
exactly.
that natural motivation to
Exactly. It's just like Michael Jordan, he get out and shoot 100 shots.
Yeah.
Well, the other boy only shoot 10. But he expect to be good as Michael?
Okay.
No. A guy that play golf, he don't hit 1,000 balls like Tiger Woods. He ain't gonna never become a Tiger Woods. You gotta put in the work. I don't care what you do.
And that comes from like the motivation to continuously put in the work comes from the subconscious. It's like a natural.
No. Continued work comes from the conscious, and you plant it into the subconscious. Once you plant it into the subconscious, it gonna happen then.
Okay.
But you gotta first get it to the subconscious. See, we talk all the time about conscious wise. Conscious wise, we go out here and might do something that's pretty good. Okay. But until you really get it a habit, you gotta get it into the subconscious.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're saying that when you continuously do something, it ends up becoming a habit.
Exactly.
And that's how it gets implanted in the subconscious.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whether it's negative or positive.
Dang. Okay, so you're aware of like drug abuse and everything, right?
Yes, sir.
So when people use drugs, such as vaping or anything, do you believe them using it a whole lot makes the drug get implanted in the subconscious and therefore become a habit, and a bad habit at that?
Bad habit at that. Become dependent, the body become dependent on it, the mind become dependent on it, the surroundings become dependent on it, everything around you become dependent.
Okay. So the starting point should be to figure out what you want to be implanted in your subconscious and what shouldn't be implanted in your subconscious.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. It's a lot more questions I can ask based on that, but I'm move on to the next question.
Okay.
All right. What did the civil rights movement look like in Winston-Salem?
Then at that time or now?
At that time.
Well, at that time,
you were like 20.
At that time, I spent most of my time. At that time, it was between New York and California.
Okay.
At that time.
Okay, tell me about it.
So I was mostly in California at that time. It was like, it was scary, man, to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was, because the way we was thinking at that time, you know, you could get one crowd over here to move, and you can get another crowd over here to move with violence. Which one was the best?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, them kind of questions I used to ask.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And now I can kind of see a few answers. A few answers was the brave people. They wanted to fight.
Yeah.
The weak ones, they wanted to talk. That's as simple as I can put it.
So the strong ones wanted to fight, and
the weak ones didn't want to do nothing. Talk.
So when you say that, do you mean like physically fight, or
physically, mentally, morally, and physically? You got to fight.
Yeah.
For your rights.
For your rights. Okay, and now to project this on today, you see how 400 years of slavery has negatively impacted the black community today, and so we're kind of behind.
Way behind.
Way behind, actually. So do you think they must have that fighting spirit, such as was present in the civil rights movement, in order to come past that?
We gotta have more than that, young man. we got to go to a step that ain't never been seen before. We got to go past what Malcolm and Martin them was doing.
Go past.
We got to go past that. That didn't work. Did it work?
Mm-mm.
Well, then don't we have to go past something that don't work? What Malcolm them did, Martin them didn't work.
Yeah.
It only was temporarily.
But as of right now, I can't see anything like they did really great things, and so I look up to them.
They did, absolutely.
And like as of right now, I just can't see anything greater than that. If there must be something greater done, then what could it be?
You don't see nothing greater than that. Okay, let me ask you this. What about AI?
AI? Okay.
Ain't that greater than them?
Yeah, that's
you can
great.
get on your phone and you know what I'm saying? AI is greater than them.
Okay. All right. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Good.
All right. Now I'm gonna get into some because I heard that you explored a lot of religions, so I'm gonna get into.
Yeah, I have. I'm not no expert now.
Yeah.
I've dipped and dabbed, but I'm not no expert. I declare I'm not an expert. Right. I wanted to know about this and I want to know about that, so I tapped into it a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying. I would say that I know more about Islam than any of them because I practice that more than any of them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna read this question. What does religion mean to you?
Religion to me means a way of life.
A way of life.
That's what religion means to me. A way of life.
Is it? Do you believe making it a worship of a specific God is outside of what it actually is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Seem like every religion got their own God. Come some kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's one God, why Buddhism got something, Islam got something, Christianity got something, and Catholic got something. Why is that? That's what I wanted to know about religion. So it came back to really is one God called different things.
One God called different things.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Now, based off that answer that you just gave me, I'm assuming that you don't believe that all religions are true. You believe that there's really one answer, and that's, well, maybe you do believe that all religions are true.
The religion itself is true. I think what you're trying to get to is more than one God.
Yeah. Is there more than one God?
No. What is God? That should be the question. What is God? See, people got a misconception about what God is. You know, if somebody asked me what was God, I couldn't say it was no person. Mm. I would say it was a way of thinking. I put God as a thought. Or something like that. Infinite. I put him infinite. Mm. It's what makes the clouds and the moon. It's the universe. Infinite. God gotta be infinite.
Infant?
Yeah. The beginning and the end. That's heavy, ain't it?
Yeah.
But see, that don't have to be true. You asked me that question.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Somebody else probably got a different.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
See what I'm saying? Don't get that misunderstood.
But
you just asking me a question, Muhammad Herb. Don't think I'm speaking for no religion now.
Okay, so how do you reconcile that answer with Christianity about salvation, and also there being salvation in a lot of other religions such as Islam? Like, is the concept of salvation necessary or true?
I don't want to answer that question. I really don't.
All right, I understand.
Because we passed out.
Yes, sir.
I don't get too personal with that.
All right, I understand. I understand. Okay, so I believe you kind of answered this question already. You said that you practice Islam most.
I did, out of the religions I study.
And why is that?
Because I like the way it's structured. Like, mm-hmm. You know, you pray 5 times a day. You know, you do certain things that resonate with me. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like the discipline that is required.
Yeah.
You know, I embrace those things. Mm. Yeah.
Embrace it. Yeah. Do you believe that Islam gave you a certain peace that wasn't prevalent in the other religions?
Absolutely, it did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Each one I learned something. But Islam, I learned a way of doing things. See, Christianity taught me about Jesus and all that.
Yeah.
Buddhism taught me how to mind working, how to meditate and all that. But in Islam, it taught me a way. Get up early in the morning, make salat at night, you know, giving, receiving. You know, other religion didn't exactly guide me in that direction.
Yeah. I visited a mosque at one point, and when I was speaking to the people there, they were basically saying when I was, because I'm a Christian, right? So I was basically just talking to them about Christianity and things of that nature, and they were basically saying that they tried Christianity, but Christianity just wasn't as concrete as they would like it to. And then they tried Islam, and it was concrete. It gave them everything they needed.
And that was a good answer.
That's true for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, answer that one already. Okay. This is the last question.
Okay.
Because there are varying views in the world, what should be the guiding principle to promote coexistence and growth as a whole?
Read that one more time, please.
Because there are varying views in the world, what should be the guiding principle to promote coexistence and growth as a whole?
I would say the first word that come out of my mouth would be the truth.
The truth.
And yeah, I would say the truth. The truth on what really goes on and what really happened, and then give a person a chance to choose. You know, and then you might say, "Well, how do we know it's true?" So I would say, "Give me proof of truth."
How are you supposed to prove truth? Because like when it comes to religion, you definitely can't prove a specific religion. You just have to have faith.
You have to have faith in what somebody said, right? But somebody had to know the truth.
Yes, somebody knows.
Somebody had to know the truth.
Okay.
You know, we say Prophet Muhammad, Jesus did that. I believe there's a God, but I don't believe there's nothing you can see, or nothing up in the sky and all that. I believe God is infinite intelligence of the whole universe.
Yeah.
I believe your mind, your subconscious mind, connects with what they call a superconscious mind. And to me, that's utmost, that's God.
Okay, when you say, it's kind of off topic, but when you say superconscious, are you talking about like a collective conscience?
No, you use your conscious mind, what we're doing now, right? Yeah. And subconscious bring you ideas of new things. So sometimes you can plant a seed, and weeks later, your subconscious mind will give you answers or examples. So, you know.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir. So with that answer you gave me, you're talking about people must have the curiosity and the drive to pursue truth and to seek truth, and let that be the guiding principle to promote growth and coexistence.
Exactly.
Right. So you're kind of like an odd fish, I guess, since you don't really you don't really subscribe to a religion, but others do, and because they do, it's like they're in gangs, I'll say.
Right.
They have different views, and therefore they don't like the way this person sees things or the way this person sees things, and that creates issues.
Right.
Inside that framework of the community. Right. So should the curiosity aspect of pursuing truth be directed at understanding the other person's views and perspectives, like you did when you explored different religions and faiths?
Right.
That must be done.
Not necessarily, because some people, through families and friends, they are programmed for certain things.
Yeah.
You know, everybody ain't gonna be thinking like maybe you and I are thinking. See what I'm saying? So therefore, some people, they come up like in Christianity, they come up in Islam. You know, we pick them two because them two I found to be the most in our black community: Islam and Christianity. I don't find too many Buddhism, Quakers, or nothing like that.
Quakers.
Never heard of that. I checked that. Yeah, Quakers religion. Yeah, out there in Iowa. When I was in California, I went up to Iowa. They sit at a table, and everybody get a chance to express what they thinking. in their spirit. I kind of like that. Temporarily.
Yeah.
But like I say, Islam gave me the most to use.
Islam gave you the most to use.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. Okay. Now I want to kind of project this onto the Black community.
Okay.
So, what now must be done, like as the Black community is now, especially in Winston-Salem, what now must be done to promote growth and coexistence?
The first thing that I would do if I was in charge, I have me a class like this, and I would teach kids how their minds work.
Like psychology?
Yeah, well, a little psychology, but you can make it like a joke. You can make it like a game. The conscious and the subconscious. And then when they watching television, they watching all this old game stuff and all this old cussing and stuff, they'll understand how their minds got that way. Then the parents will understand how their kids is thinking that way. If they put them in there and watch TV and all they think about is gangsters and robbing and stealing and selling dope, they have to understand that their kid's subconscious mind is getting programmed. So when he grow up, what he has imprinted in his mind that reached the subconscious mind, it won't happen. If he don't look at nothing but gangsters, movies, and how to rob and stuff, by the time he get older, that's what he gonna start doing. Because he already done programmed himself to do that. Because the parents just put him in the room and give him a television or a telephone. That's how they get programmed the way that they are.
So that's basically saying having the wrong or right influence can affect the trajectory of your life.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So say
excuse me. No, go ahead. Excuse me.
Okay. So say someone doesn't have the right influence in their life and they can't really access the right influence. How are they supposed to promote a good trajectory of their life?
If they don't have the equipment, basically? Wow. Well, sit down and get your pencil and paper and see what do you have.
What do you have?
What do you have to work with to rearrange or reprogram yourself? What do you have to work with? You ask yourself that question. As long as you got a pencil and a piece of paper, you can work. You can write down what you want, and you can ask your mind, the subconscious mind. If once you learn how the minds work, then it becomes much easier.
Yeah.
That would be the first thing I would do. I would teach my kids a little about their mind. As much as whatever level they on, I go up with it. If they're a little baby, I know they ain't gonna know too much about the subconscious, superconscious, and all that. So, but you have to know. You have to know what you say to this kid every day. If you tell him he's gonna be great every day, he'll become great. But you tell him he ain't gonna be nothing, that's what happens. Black people do that every day. They tell their children, if they don't like the daddy, oh, you're gonna be like your daddy. But see, that's a seed that was planted in that kid's mind. Now, when he get up acting like his daddy, they don't even know why. They don't know why. But if they understood that they planted a seed in that kid's mind, they would stop planting them kind of seeds. They would stop saying that around their kids. They would stop doing what they do around their kids. And the kid gonna be as great as his environment or his parents coming up. Till he become an adolescent. Most of the time, he's around his parents until he become an adolescent. Then he can hang around the wrong ones when he become an adolescent. He's gonna be bad when he become an adult.
Before I ask that question, were you trying to say something?
No.
Okay. All right. No, I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Okay. So, do you believe that there must be like a specific goal in mind because you're saying have the mindset that tell yourself that you're going to be great and don't what do you call it?
Fail?
Nah, like I remember what you said.
Program?
Yes, don't program yourself to think that you're going to fail, but program yourself to think that you will succeed and be great.
Absolutely.
So must there be like a specific goal in mind, like, oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to.
Absolutely. Because if you don't plant no seed, the seed is what you want to be.
Yeah.
You want to be a doctor? That's the seed you gotta plant.
Okay.
You want to be a lawyer? That's the seed you gotta plant.
And
if you don't plant no seeds out there, what comes up?
Nothing.
Grass, weeds.
Okay. Right.
That's what comes up in the garden. When you don't cultivate and plant no seed, don't jump.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't, okay, so say someone wants to be a doctor, right?
Right.
They must take the proper steps to nourish that specific seed, because when it comes to the way we're thinking about it, each seed must be nourished differently.
Yeah. Well, all seeds gonna need sun and water. Remember that. Light and nourishment. Every seed. Ain't no seed. You ever know any seed that grow up without them two things?
No, sir.
Okay then.
All right. I really love this conversation. I'm gonna end it here. Like, it was really a great conversation.
Ain't nothing. I like it too. Right. I like it too. All
right. So you want to give some final words to the people on the camera?
Hey, keep listening to this young man right here. He's on the right track. Yeah. Keep listening to him. That's what I would say. Keep listening to him. Cause seriously, this is what we need, man. We need young black guys like you talking to older guys like me, and getting the information to the young black people. You know, so they can say, "Oh, old nigga telling the truth." You know, that's gonna give you some some up too. You know, everybody benefits. Yeah.
Hey y'all, after I did that interview, I noticed that there were some points that I can clarify a bit more and just go deeper on. Because of that, I'll be making another video where I kind of do a recap of this video. And I want to thank y'all for listening. If y'all like the music that's playing in the background, I strongly suggest that y'all check out my friend Maceo Floyd, whose YouTube will be in the description. All right. Thank you for listening.